I just discovered a plant turning ordinary Africans into millionaires, some even billionaires. It's not what you think. It's legal, profitable, and in high demand worldwide. That even the likes of Dangote, the richest man in Africa, is tapping into this product and making lots of money from it. Today, I'll be exposing this full story so you can tap into it too before it's too late. In this video, I will review the name of the plant, why it's so valuable, how people are cashing out big from it, and most importantly, how you can start even with your little capital.
Demand in the market space is very high. Business is profitable. Yes. Very, very profitable.
I met a young man whose life changed because of one plant product, all within 3 years, and he's not alone. Across Africa and in Nigeria, thousands are growing this plant and building empires from it. In this video, he will take us through the farm and all the process involved and the secrets behind this booming business. You don't want to miss any part of this video. So please watch to the end so you can get all the knowledge you need.
Can you give us more highlight about this business?
All right. This is a kernel processing mill.
Okay.
Generally, we call it a dump.
Okay.
Yes, this is a dump where kernel, after extracting oil from the banga,
okay,
then the kernel nut is processed here. We buy it, we bring it to this place and process it to the seedlings. I will show you the seedlings.
Okay.
The processes takes time, but what we are looking for is the seed.
But that's the kernel itself.
The kernel itself. So this processes, the final result we are looking for is the nut itself.
Okay.
Yes, that's what the business is all about.
Okay. Almost every state I enter, I see different dumps. Is this business a multi-millionaire business, or I want to know about?
Every business needs capital, but this business is capitally intensive.
Okay.
Because as time goes on, because of the usefulness of the nuts, what it is used to produce in the country and outside the country, the requirement goes high. And we know in economics that the higher the demands, the costly the products. Okay. So the demand in the market space is very high. That's why you see in different nook and cranny, you see the dump.
Okay.
So that they will meet up to the demand of the companies.
How does the process start? Can you give us a little background? We can move around. You can move around and talk.
It's really a very tedious business because you see people under the sun.
Yes.
They are processing it. You see everybody is busy doing one thing or the other. It's like division of labor.
Okay.
Yes, it's like the division of labor. This, when it is brought from the vehicle, this is how it looks like. They bring it.
Okay, when they bring it.
Yes.
This how
from the mill.
Okay.
From the mill, this is how it looks like. They dump it here.
Okay.
Now, after this, the next step that it undergoes is drying. They will start drying it under the sun.
This way.
Yes. That is why rainy season really disturbs this business. It delays the process because it needs to be dry before the next process. Because if it is not dry, it will break.
Okay.
If this is not dry and it is cracked in the engine, it will break. When I mean break, not just the shell, the nut will scatter.
Okay.
Yes. We need the nut to be in whole. To be itself, round, not yes. So when it is dry, this is the drying process. Yeah. After it is being dry, the engine is used to crack it. So you see different kernel is being dried.
Yes,
this one is dry. This one is dry. It's being dried. That's the activity that is going on here. So, sorry.
Is it from here they get the PKC, or is not this side?
No. We have not got PKC. Is very far. After that is after the nut is gotten. The nut is crushed.
Okay.
So when it is crushed, the oil will be extracted and the PKC.
Okay.
The PKC is the chaff of the nut. So this is the engine using cracking the.
Okay, the engine is cracking the nuts.
Yeah, using cracking the kernel itself.
Okay, the kernel.
To get the nut. Yes.
Okay.
This is the engine.
Wow.
Yes. This is the engine. This is the cracker.
Okay, this is the cracker.
Yeah. This is called the cracker.
Okay.
This is the engine. Yes. Used in the second process. The second process. Yes. So after you must have dried it. Yes. After drying, then they use this engine to crack it. The cracking process is to separate the shell from the nuts. I get it. Okay. Separate the shell from the nuts. Okay. So after the cracking, the next step now we look at is the shaking.
Okay, the shaking.
Yes, that's what is going on there.
Okay.
This the result of the cracking.
Okay. After cracking, this
how you see it
look like. Okay.
So the shell is out.
Okay. I can see
the
some
nut
kernel.
is out.
I can see some nuts already. Okay.
I get it. The reason why this need to dry well is to avoid this.
Okay.
I get it.
Okay.
The thing need to be like this.
Okay.
Not this. This thing now is really a shortage because it may not be useful again. When washing it, when we get to that process, I will tell you, it will be washed out.
Okay.
Yes. I get it. So this is what we are. This is the result of the cracking.
Okay.
When it is cracked, this is the result. Okay. So after this, after we have gotten this result, the next thing we look at is to shake it.
Okay.
With this.
Yeah. I saw someone shaking.
This is a shaker. The reason for this is to separate the fiber, the nuts, from the uncracked, because the engine is not perfect.
Okay.
There is every probability it will not crack off.
Okay.
I get it. So this is what the result of shaking it. This is what we are looking at.
Okay. Wow.
This is the result of shaking, so that we'll get the uncracked, the ones that are not cracked yet. Yeah. This will be re-cracked again.
Okay.
I get it. What we want to get here to separate this from this.
Okay.
I get it. Yes. So after this process now, using the shaker to shake this, we now dust it. We now dust.
Okay.
Now dust. This is a duster.
Okay.
What the result we are looking for here is to separate the dust of fiber from the shell and the nuts. Result we have got.
Okay.
I get him. Here's the result. So after this now, it now be sent to this place. This where it is washed. In our chemistry, we have separation techniques.
Yeah.
It is what is being used here.
Okay.
Separation techniques. Mud, a thick mud is used.
Okay.
To separate the shell.
Yes.
And the nuts.
Wow. Really?
Yes.
Okay.
A mud is used. It's gotten from that place. So when it is
inside here now, there's a mud inside.
Mud inside.
Okay.
When the mud is sink here,
yes,
and turned,
okay,
it's mixed with this water. When this kernel now, what has been dusted, is put here.
Okay.
Look at what will happen. Shell will go down.
Okay.
After the shell, the one that is uncracked will come.
Okay.
That mistakenly enter here.
Yeah.
Second phase.
Okay.
And the kernel itself, the nut, is
okay. The nut will now float.
Float on top.
Okay. Okay.
So with this basket,
yes,
you start separating it. You take the nuts first.
Okay.
Take the nuts. You take the nuts, the kernel itself first, and which is the main result we are looking for.
Okay.
Then the uncracked.
Yes.
You take it away and separate it.
Okay.
Remove it. Either take it back to where it will be cracked, and lastly the shells will be returned here.
Okay. Okay. So these are just the shells only.
The shells.
Okay.
If you check here, you won't see any kernel, any of the nuts.
Yes.
because of the separation techniques used here. This is a local separation technique.
Okay.
Yes. This shell is very important because of the usefulness. The kernels.
Let's see the kernels.
We probably may not get the kernel totally itself. As you can see, it's more of the kernel.
Wow.
So now, what we are now, after this, the last process will now be to fly it.
Okay.
Now, what we are looking at to fly now, the result we are expecting is to get only this, separating it from this.
Okay.
The fiber.
Okay.
Is to get only this.
Yes. Okay.
Separating it from this fiber.
Okay.
That's the result we are looking for. So that we separate it from all this.
Okay.
So the only way to separate this fiber from this kernel is by taking it and breeze. You fly it against the direction of the breeze. So if the breeze is going this way, you fly it. The kernel will conquer the strength of the breeze and go front. The fiber will be taken back.
Wow. This is a wonderful technique.
Yes, that's just the techniques.
Okay.
These are local techniques.
Okay.
It's being used. So this is the result of what we are getting. So after flying it, the final result will just be this kernel. Then the company will come and bag it and take it for processing. The other processing is crushing, extracting the oil and the PKC.
Okay.
So we have covered the process of this business. Right now we're talking about other aspects of this business and also the profitability of this business. So if you're getting value and you're enjoying this video, please like, subscribe and comment right now. Thank you.
I was thinking this palm oil business it's only just oil. I don't know if they have so many.
So many.
So after the kernel now, are there uses for all this fiber, empty shells,
very big use.
all these chaff?
Yes. You know, before now, the usefulness was not known. So we were disposing it. Okay. If you go to some streets in this town, you see it poured on the ground. They are not being used before now. But as time went on, due to development, we come to understand that this is very useful. As you can see, these shells, it is used to produce the palms we wear, used in producing shoe brake. Shoe brakes. Used in producing breakable plates. This, as you can see it.
This is awesome, guys.
Yes.
This is awesome.
So
this is actually not even a multi-millionaire industry. A multi-billionaire industry.
It is because capital intensive.
So each and every waste, like nothing is a waste here actually.
Look at this fiber.
See the fiber over there?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
This now. This.
Yes.
It is gotten from the dusting.
Okay.
You see where it is packed?
Yes.
Yes. It is used to produce fertilizer.
Okay.
Companies come to buy them. Before we don't use them. That is what is used to fill this from this yam now.
Yes.
That's why it was borrow pit.
Okay.
This was used to fill it. We were burning it. Okay. But as time went on, like I told you, the usefulness of this was found first.
Okay.
Then this. After many years later, they get to understand that this can be used as fertilizer.
Okay.
Companies started coming
for them.
At first, we were giving it for free because it occupies space.
Okay.
As time went on, the demand became high. We say no, we don't want to. Each trailer load 5,000. That was how it started. Okay. Now the trailer load goes for 45-50k. Each trailer load.
Wow.
This then was coming for 20,000, 10,000. Now each trailer load is 500,000.
What? Wow.
Each 40-feet container of this now 500k.
Wow. So that means before now, people farm, like people would do this business just for the kernel to make money from the kernel.
Just from the kernel.
But now you are making money from multiple
every
aspect of the kernel.
All the process.
How profitable is this business?
Every business has its own profit and has its own loss.
Okay.
It's possible to get profit from it, a huge profit, and it's possible to lose in the business, depending on how you buy and how the market, because every market fluctuates. You can buy with the intention that you are selling higher now, and you buy higher, bringing it back to the town. This is called produce business. Is the same. The kernel business, oil business are on the same lane.
Okay.
So now bringing it back, the kernel, the price goes down.
Okay.
It will affect you.
Okay.
If you bring it back, the price goes up. It will affect you. And sometimes you bring it back, it will not. The shell and the fiber will be bigger than the kernel itself.
Okay.
I get me. That's why you buy with great knowledge. So the business is profitable, very, very profitable if you buy well.
Can we work with a figure? Just give just a random figure.
Okay, you can buy one of this trailer load of this now.
Okay.
As it stands now is given for 1.7 million.
Okay.
To land it, to bring it to the dump. Both the vehicle and the expenses 1.7 million.
Okay.
So when you land one of these, all the processes can take plus and minus 150,000 to pay the workers.
Okay.
So which is 1.850.
Okay.
Probably 1.850. So after you must have done this, now you process it, then the company will come and bag it after the process. When they bag it, and the kernel can give you each bag now, each 80 kg bag goes for 51,000. Some companies are buying 52,000. Yes, for the kernel.
Okay.
We are not talking about the shell and that's other this thing.
Yeah.
So each bag goes for 51, 52, and your kernel probably get to 40 bags, 80 kg bags.
Okay.
After scalage.
Yeah.
Because after putting in the bag, we put it in a scale to scale it, and we calculate by 80 kg
per bag.
Per bag. So 80 kg times, if it is 40 times 51, you see it's giving you 2.something million. Then the processes I'm buying is 1.8 million, 1.850. 1.850 minus 2.something million.
Okay.
It's a huge gain. It will give you about 200 and 300. So some persons will get to 43, 44.
Okay.
Bags.
For bags, okay.
Times such amount, I'm telling you.
Okay.
And if you can go and buy lower than 1.7, like I said, you can buy 1.6, can buy 1.5, can buy 1.4, as the case may be. So if you buy cheaper, you can sell, and the kernel produces, you can sell higher, you make better gain. Some people can make 150,000, 300,000, 600,000, 700,000, 500,000, as the case may be.
Okay. And then this is just for the kernel. Then if you are adding other things there,
those ones we don't calculate it as the gain from the kernel. These ones are miscellaneous.
Okay.
For the fiber you sell,
okay,
each truck goes for 50,000, 40,000. For the share, each truck goes for 500,000.
My viewers watching this now, and they may have an idea of they want to come into this business or invest. What can I advise such a person?
It's a good business if you really want to invest, but one thing is meant to be known. Before you venture into a business, you should have knowledge about it. Any business at all, especially the produce business, because the produce business can wreck your money, can finish your money if you don't have a knowledge about it. When I started, it really took my money.
Okay.
Yes, I lost so much money because I started. But as time went on, I started getting to know the business better, have the knowledge how to buy and how to sell. So I will encourage them, if any viewer want to venture into the business, it's a very, very good business. Want to venture, it's a good business, but learn to get to know better about the business, ask questions, make inquiries, and you are good to go.
What made you go into this business? Like, were you advised or so? What made you go into this business? And do you regret your decision to enter this business?
What made me to go into the business? I needed a business that will pay off much.
Okay.
You understand? I needed a business that will pay off much. I saw people going into it. Yeah. I asked questions about it. I checked my pocket. I have the capital to venture into it. I started making inquiry, and I get to understand I can do it. I ventured into it, and I have never had any regret. I have other businesses I do, but this now my main business.
Wow.
Yes, I have invested a lot of money here. This now my main business, and I have no regret at all. So I've ventured into it.
Between this business and the main oil business, which one do you think brings more money?
The both brings, depending on how you invest. You know, the higher the capital, the higher the gain. The higher the capital. If you invest money in this, you get gain. If you invest money in oil business, you get gain. Depending on the one you are moved to enter. As it stands, I do oil business and I do kernel business. You see, but the money I invest in oil business, you can't use it to compare the one I've invested here. The oil business payoff, this payoff, or depending on the one you want to venture into, they are all called produce business.
Okay.
They are all called produce business. It pays off. It has a lot of dividends.
So now, because some of my viewers are outside the country, so if they want to maybe invest into this business and they have the capital, can they invest in your business while you give them some profits?
It's possible.
Do you do that? Do you offer that?
You know, the business is seasonal.
Okay.
Every business is seasonal, especially this.
Okay.
The season starts when Banga starts producing, and now it's not the season. Okay. We are just getting from the one that has already been processed, the kernel that has already been processed.
Okay.
Like, are you getting back? You can't. Fresh kernel is difficult to get now because this is not the season for Banga fruit. So when the season starts, begins gradually in November, you see Banga start producing. December, January kicks. February, you see it in numbers. Wow. Plenty. So if you invest by that time, even though you want to buy 20 motors, yes, it's possible to get it. Because if you entered where they produce it, the mill, where they produce it, you see it in your quantity. But now when you enter so many mills, you won't see it in quantity. So investing in this season is not really advisable.
Yeah, you have to check. So
it's seasonal. Yes, it is seasonal now. It's seasonal. Though it's not actually risky now. It is not risky for we that have been here. Okay. It might be risky for somebody that is coming in. Because we're already used to the seasons. As it stands now, if you can get it, it is hot cake. The problem is, can you get it? As time goes on, by next month now, you won't even see it. If you try to bring, as you see now, we have up to 6 or 7 motors in the dump. By October, November, when you come into this big vicinity, you see only 2. Okay. 2 motors. So only 3. But by January, February, you can come here, you see over 15, 20 motors. Wow. So the best time to invest is a good one. Best time to invest is by January, February. And if you want to invest in buying the nuts or the shells, you can still help you to be buying. There are some people that make call from different states and outside the country. We help them to buy the nuts. Okay. Because of the usefulness, we buy the nuts, we package it, and we send it across. Yes. Okay. Yes. Both the shells, we produce it in the quantity is high in production here. Yes. Okay. This is one of the dumps. We have over 200 dumps in this town.
Please, guys, if you have any further question, post it on the comment section. He will reply you. He will reply you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please tell them to like, comment, and subscribe.
He's doing a lot of work. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, because my next video I'll be revealing a plant that can make you a millionaire and how you can make millions from that plant. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe right now so you don't miss my next video.